If you're going to start importing CDs into iTunes, first make sure that your preferences are set correctly. So I have iTunes launched, so I'm just going to go up here and select Preferences. The first thing I want to make sure that I have selected is to automatically retrieve CD track names from internet. Now I'm going to move this aside for a second. You'll notice that all my music here in the main window has the name of the song, the artist, the date added, the album, and so forth. All of that was not typed in manually. That all came in from a database online. So we want iTunes to fill that out for us automatically. That's really nice. The other thing you want to make sure is that when you insert a CD, that you select whatever's most convenient to you here. I like to be asked if I want to import the CD. You can select to import the CD automatically or to import the CD and then eject. That might come in handy if you have a huge stack of CDs and you want to do a huge session where you just import them, it automatically ejects, and you put another one in. I'm going to leave that on the default here. Now you can go into import settings here and change them and increase the quality of your import, but that'll increase also the size of the file. The default settings here are more than enough for very, very good quality, so no need to go in there. I'm going to go now into the Advanced tab and make sure that both of these boxes are checked. Keep iTunes Music folder organized and copy files to iTunes Music folder when adding to library. The first is going to make sure that when you import music, it organizes them by artists. And the second one is going to make sure that when you add the songs to iTunes, that it actually copies the files to your iTunes library. And that's really important. So I'm going to select OK. I'm going to insert a CD now, and I'll just go ahead and put that in my CD tray and insert that. And what it's going to do, it's going to show up here on my desktop, but iTunes is going to recognize automatically that I have an audio CD in my computer. And it's going to ask me if I want to import them. So here it goes. Would you like to import the CD, in this case Adore, into your iTunes library? Now I can change my preference and have it not ask me again and select yes, in which case in the future any CD that I insert it'll automatically import. I can uncheck that and go ahead and select yes, import. Before I do that, notice that all my songs have all the information relative to that album already added. So it says the genre is alternative music, the album is Adore by the Smashing Pumpkins, and here are all the track names. So I'll select yes. You'll notice that next to each song, as it starts to import, there's a little orange circle with they look like audio waves going through it. And the top window here tells me that's importing the song To Sheila, and the time remaining for that import in this case is 10 seconds. As it imports each song, it's transferring that song from the CD to my music folder in my computer, and it's organizing it by artist. After it's imported each individual song, there'll be a little green circle with a checkbox in it like you see here, meaning that it's already imported that song. As soon as all of these get added to my iTunes library, you'll find them under your Music tab here. For example, now if I type in the search Adore, you'll notice that I have 2 songs imported completely and 1 is being imported. As that one completes, the next one is grayed out, meaning that this one is in the process of being imported, and these are the songs I have for the album Adore. So that's how you import music. When you're done with this import, you can just go ahead and eject it, and you can eject it by selecting the CD down here on your sidebar and clicking on this little eject button next to it. You'll notice there'll be a little spinning wheel. When that spinning wheel stops, that means that the import has ended and you can go ahead and eject it. Now, just like any other volume on your Mac, you can right click on it and select eject, or you can drag it to your trash and the trash becomes an eject button. You can just let go and it'll go ahead and eject it from the computer. So there you go. That's how you import music into iTunes.